Do you think it's possible for a UFC ref to become washed and lose confidence in the same way a UFC fighter would? I didn't really think so until this past weekend when Jason Herzog showed you could. Jason Herzog was on top of the world in the refereeing space, and he was considered up there with Herb Dean as one of the best refs in the sport. And in the last 2 weeks, he's tarnished his whole reputation with the Derek Lewis Talson Teixeira early stoppage, and now the Gwen versus Yahya extremely late stoppage at UFC Abu Dhabi. This picture right here sums up exactly what happened in the fight. Gwen broke the UFC knockdown record and beat the living daylights out of Muhammad Yahya, probably took years off of his life, and Jason Herzog just stood there and watched for the whole time. He let the fight go through the second round and had to get stopped on the stool because Muhammad Yahya couldn't see and his brain literally turned to scrambled eggs. Over the past couple of years, this would be an example of what Jason Herzog would do. He would go on Twitter after the fights and explain his reasoning for certain decisions, if it was good or if it was bad, and just talk about the experience as a whole. But this all changed. This is what Twitter looked like after Jason Herzog let the Muhammad Yahya versus Gwen fight go on. He had people calling him Mario Yamasaki. He had everybody asking what was going on, talk about the fall off and how he's washed. So I think the ref can lose confidence in their decisions just like a UFC fighter can. And I think Jason Herzog needs to get it back, or else he's going to have a rough time refereeing fights. And he's honestly putting the fighters in danger. And he's affecting their paychecks if he stops the fight early or if he stops the fight too late.